Okay, check my storyboard and see what I gotta get done today. Later that day. Alright, so that's day 5. I'm out. Alright, of course I wouldn't just leave the video that way. Even though in theory, I guess technically I could. This is gonna be my day 5 work. Though I'm about to be cheating for this one too. I shouldn't say cheating, that's a bad way of saying what I'm about to start doing. But we'll get to that later. That was that later that day was a single page for, I don't know what this was about, but for my comic. But I'm not just gonna leave it there, so I'll go ahead and get the page after that completed. There's been a kidnapping in my story, so we'll go from there. Also, I have some old 1990s pro wrestling playing in the background, so I'm living the life right now. Actually, I hope not too much of that is coming across in this video, so I don't want to have more of this crap to edit. I have a lot more energy today than I did yesterday. I barely got that video up yesterday too. While I did have the drawing done in more than enough time, I think I got the video uploaded onto YouTube like, I think it was like 11:58 or something. Barely made it. Not that I would have cared anyways, because my goal is to get the drawings done for the 100 days. I could give a shit about the YouTube videos, but, well, I don't mean it like I don't care about these videos, but that's not the reason for this challenge. But it does keep me honest, so. Don't know how I just did that hand, but it's a minor detail, so that one's just gonna have to slide for now. My OCD's going crazy, and I really, really want to fix that hand, but I'm not about to sit up and waste a bunch of time on a small detail that most people may or may not even notice. So, especially when I have so much other stuff that I'm gonna need to worry about in this particular page, and also a pretty radical shortcut that I'm gonna take later on. Now, I keep saying that I don't want to record line art because there's so little going on, and I keep doing this. I don't know why. Oh, never mind. I did that stupid intro, so I just kept recording. Okay. Okay, this is getting really sloppy. I just thought about it. I could, in theory, shortcut. There's a time to take a shortcut in my comics that I feel like, and then there are other times I feel like I'm just being outright lazy. And I feel like if I was to take shortcuts with these bottom 2 panels, that I would just be completely lazy. That top one though, I'm not drawing that. So we'll get to that in a second, what I'm gonna do with that particular panel. Okay, just trying to avoid using a pen tool here, but it's crazy. I used to have the mindset, it's like, oh, if I want to draw each individual page, I want to draw each individual panel, even the panels that, you know, it's the same exact building that you're seeing from the same angle like a million times inside the comic. I'm going to draw it brand new each and every time you see it. That way you know you're looking at original artwork. After a while, it's like, yeah, that's kind of not optimal. More power to people to do it, and I certainly do, but like, for God's sakes, if there's a chance to take a bit of a shortcut and make life easier for you. I'm not saying the entire the entire comic should just be the same image over and over, but if you have a chance to streamline something, take it. You're already going to be drawing stuff enough times as it is. Don't draw anything any more than you already have to. As I draw Alexis right now, starting to notice she has very little on. Not that that's a problem to me personally. It's just that now that I really look up close at this character, and out of the thousands of times at this point that I've drawn her, maybe not thousands, hundreds, why have I never noticed that this outfit is not, like, the logistics of this outfit is insane to me. Bottom panel. This comic is so stupid. I'm laughing at one of the villains in my comic. This guy over here, Beaumont. Every time I draw him, and it's not one of like, I don't want to say a main scene, but like a really important scene going on, or not a really important scene. How do I word this? Official business or anything like that in the comic itself. I draw him with a hat on, and it's a different hat every time. I pigeonholed myself into doing that in the first couple chapters, and I'm sticking to it. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm now at the point to where I'm starting to run out of hats to put on him, which is why he has, I don't know if that's a Santa Claus hat or a skull cap or what's going on right there, and that's my main villain. Let me slow down some because I feel like I'm rushing for whatever reason. I may have to come back to my line art in a second, but for the purposes of this, so what I'm about to do is I have this gigantic bit of empty space. I don't even know if my mouse is picking it up. All this empty space in the center there. That's just almost an established shot of the environment. So what I am about to do is find a picture that I already have drawn of said environment. I am going to copy this and I am going to paste this. And I'm going to fill in anything that I need to fill in, and that is going to be that panel. Okay. Damn it. I did not mean to do all of that on the same layer. Okay, I'm not sure if this just popped up on the video or not, but I just got a warning about disk space as alarms just start going off on my phone. Oh my god, what is happening right now? I don't want to do this, but I may have to cut this video short and clean up some space. Hopefully it doesn't come to this, but if this video is shortened and you see me post the final image of this, but there's just an abrupt end to this, that's why. Because the recording will probably stop on its own without me finishing. So just a heads up. Alright, finish color and vial, and then get Beaumont finished and be well on my way to having this day's page done. Oh wow, I just had the thought that I want to put Beaumont in the thumbnail for this video. Okay, right now I think I'm going to knock out the shading of the background first, just because that's going to be the easiest part of doing the shading on this page. So ridiculous. Come on, chair. It's amazing how I start coloring this and I don't need to be reminded at all to zoom in to get that done. Alright, I made it without the video cutting off. And I get the warning that the disk space is low. So I'm actually getting off of this now. That is day number 5. And I'm out.